Arson Brothers Network presents High, Wide, and Handsome.
Welcome back to High, Wide, and Handsome, a racing podcast right here on the Arson Brothers Network. I am Matt Klein, joined by the full gang tonight. Mr. Jeff Griffith, Mr. Michael Sizemore, Dr. Sean Allen. How are we tonight, gentlemen? It's been a week since we were together. We'll go around the horn. We'll start with Sean.
Well, what's going on, guys? It's been quite the week around these parts, but we're pulling it together. I guess the big thing that's been happening in my life the last week is y'all probably seen John, my son, has been out and about and in the world and doing all kinds of things and being grumpy about it along the way. But he spent some time this past week at Concord University, where I work. He was president for a day, and he went, which was more like an hour, but we'll take it.
I want to know, is during that time that he was president, did he give you a raise?
No, he said straight up said I hadn't earned it. So
Man,
what that's about. But he's a tough crowd. I think he cut some. Pay actually. Anyway, but yeah. So I've been out and about, driving him around, doing things. It's been a good week.
Yeah, that's awesome. Definitely very cool stuff there. Size, how about you, brother?
Oh man, it's been a miserable week. Been working all week, and then Sunday. We don't even want. I guess we'll have to talk about it because that's the whole purpose of having this podcast. I don't want to talk about it.
A little bitterness down in Virginia tonight. We see. Yeah. There's some clips from previous shows that could probably go right along with some of that. We'll get to there. Jeff, how about you, brother?
Oh man, that bitterness extends all the way up to Princeton here because I'm feeling a little bit of that too, size. But it's been a good week. Hit up Spirit Halloween for the first time the other day, and that was fun. And went with the fam, and we had a good time. Went into Cheddar's. Found out that the Kyle Busch Mill is now officially renamed the Richard Childress Racing Mill. So that kind of bummed me out. That was a little sad. But that mill still slaps. So big ups to Cheddar's, but you could have still called it the Kyle Busch Mill. Just my opinion. But otherwise, it's been great.
Well, there you go. Spirit, always good. And yeah, that was the first I saw that. You sent it in our group, and that was the first I saw that as well. It could have at least held on through this year, I feel like.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I mean, I obviously that's not knowing all the ins and outs, certainly, but.
On the bright side, at least you didn't have to order the Austin Hill Mill.
I wouldn't have ordered that. I would have been finding a new meal.
I did see they took some first pictures, like promotional stuff with Austin Hill, I think, like over the last week or something, on that same note. Me, I've been thrifting a lot this week. Mostly. I ended up in the Nitro Hurricane, Taze Valley, down to Charleston, doing a little thrifting this week. Got some goodies to keep your eye on the socials, as I'll be posting some of those finds. A few pretty cool racing pieces for sure will be unveiled shortly.
And a tambourine.
And a tambourine. I did purchase a tambourine. I mean,
hey, I told y'all that's my roots. Don't let me around that tambourine. We'll get wild.
We're gonna reawaken Sean's.
That's right.
Waldo is the Jimi Hendrix of the tambourine, I've heard.
Hey, you see a cheap tambourine, you buy it. Why not?
Yeah. That might have been said in the Bradshaw area.
I did not purchase any snakes for handling, however.
Been there too. That may be an off-season podcast. My visit to that church.
You were in the wrong part of the state to find that. You got to go down those Jolo flea markets.
Yeah.
We get Abe Partridge on as a special guest to talk about that.
You got me. Why you need him?
Living in the flesh experience, right? That'll be for that Exploring Appalachia podcast. We get that going. Anyway, there was, of course, tons of racing since we were here last week. A lot of corn racing, if you will. A lot of racing in Iowa. And that's where we're going to start first, or at least with some of it. Not all of it from Iowa, but we're going to roll into NASCAR.
Listen, and my suggestion is kick back with a nice cold Monster Energy and get ready to enjoy that race. Size, here's to you, buddy. Let's roll on to that lead lap.
It's the only time in my life I've ever seen this man drink a Monster. 15 years of friendship. This is the first time.
Oh, that was certainly planned arsenal right there. Planned attack. I love it. All right, let's roll into the lead lap. And that moves us on to the lead lap where we dissect all things NASCAR. We had 2 out of the 3 top NASCAR series in Iowa. We'll start, of course, with the O'Reilly series, and we'll start with a little before the race. There was a press conference called for Saturday morning, excuse me, from the Haas factory team, announcing a 3rd car in the O'Reilly series with Dean Thompson moving over to the Haas factory team. So, what you guys think about that move?
Well, I thought when I saw that Haas was going to be doing a presser, I was hoping it was to sell a Charger to RFK, but was that what was happening? So, big ups to Dean Thompson. And, it's always cool to see people investing in the O'Reilly series. So, I'm all for it, man.
Yeah, I was hoping that if Haas was adding an O'Reilly car, it means they were getting rid of a Cup car. Their only Cup car. But, yeah, I mean, it's cool, I guess, I hope Dean does well there. Don't have an opinion strongly one way or the other on this move here for the Haas factory team.
Yeah, I mean, give the guy a chance. That's what I say. I mean, it's we like to see that happen. So that's really my feeling about it. Give him a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be probably to announce a 3rd O'Reilly team, but with Cole Custer dropping back down and that charter being sold to whoever, and not as if certainly hoping most likely RFK, but it was not to be. They said they are content with trying to turn their single car cup team into a performing organization, and clearly putting more emphasis on the O'Reilly. So yeah, I'm all for it. The more the merrier in the O'Reilly series, and I think a 3rd car could potentially help them with data points and stuff for that to help the other 2. And that's not a slight of Dean, just I feel like Sheldon and Sam are your top 2 there for sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah, pretty cool. I mean, we don't see tons of teams being added in that series of anything, so any addition, I think, is good.
Yeah.
But,
man, it was just so crazy the other night watching it. When it was, like, showing the ticker, it really is crazy to notice there was 1 Ford, I think, in the field, the whole. The Ford is almost non-existent. No, it basically is.
Yeah, that pretty much are. And the 1 Ford that runs doesn't even have full Ford support. So, I mean, it's really odd. Ford kind of abandoned that series. They have definitely, I guess, took to heart that the truck is the new route to Cup. I think Ford is really the first to go full on that, as they've completely abandoned the O'Reilly series. And we hear talks of the O'Reilly series coming, a major change coming with a new car, potential electric cars, different things. We don't know what's going to happen, but I mean, does that shy Ford away? Not a lot of teams there, and I mean, maybe they're not looking at that and they know something we don't. Who knows? But it is interesting.
Yeah. Man, I don't want them to change the car. I'm on record saying those O'Reilly cars, man. I love that race, love the racing, and I don't want to see any changes to it. I love it so much.
Yeah,
I know. I agree. I feel like this is race this car till forever, but not usually the way that ends up. But anyway, we did have a big race at Iowa where we saw Carson Kvapil go back-to-back, survive double overtime to win, become just the 9th driver in series history to win their first 2 events in consecutive races. So, fun little stat there. Nice. Looked like late that it was Justin Allgaier's day to be. fought back through the field and then finally got clipped by Brent Cruz, and we saw more spicy Allgaier, if you will. We've talked about it on this show before, him showing a bit more emotion and anger, even, if you will, and we kind of saw it again. He was all up in Brent Cruz's face.
He's a Cajun gator these days.
I just feel like Allgaier, though, even if he's like really pissed at you, he'd probably be the nicest asshole that you've ever met. Like when it came down to it, like if he was being like that with you, he would still be so nice about it.
Man, one thing I took away from that race is literally on that restart, they're like, nobody's been able to pass all day. And I swear Justin passed 8 cars in one corner. It was the nicest thing I've ever seen. It was like it was a challenge to him. And they were right. Nobody was passing. And then son of a gun, in half a lap, he passed 8 cars. Like, it's ridiculous what he's able to do right now. It's crazy. Yeah. And if not been for that mishap, I mean, he was coming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think he would have, at minimum, been a factor in the finish, if not been the finish, if you will.
Yeah, especially with those overtimes, you know.
Yeah.
But not to be. Huge win for Carson. I thought that was pretty cool to see him go back-to-back for his first 2, something you usually don't see much, or clearly, as we just said, they're the 9th ever do it all time. So it's something you don't see often, but kind of cool. And, I mean, Guapo may have the monkey off his back. We saw this before. We saw it last year with Zillage. Yeah. Obviously, it's a little late in the year, but, I mean, he may start rolling out these wins.
I mean, I think we saw that in both series this weekend a little bit. We'll get over to the other in a few minutes, but we talked about when lots of times it just takes that first win, man, and then all of a sudden you're rolling. And I think we kind of this weekend was a little bit of proof of that. But
yeah, absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see how that momentum heads into the chase. And, I mean, Allgaier, not through fault of his own, but momentum is fleeting a bit in the 7th gap, if you will. Now, that's obviously weird to say, and he's sitting, 200 and some points ahead of second, but that's going to be largely erased, and they've found themselves in some trouble here lately. If that carries in to the first few weeks of the chase, he finds himself in a whole new situation. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that reset's going to be a little bit of a game changer because that comfortable position he's been in is not going to be quite as comfortable. So he's going to have to show we all know what he's capable of. He's just the team's going to have to live up to that. And I think they'll step up to the challenge. But man, Carson's he's running really good. I mean, even before the wins, he was finishing really strong most of the year. There's a reason he's in second place. Yeah. And the momentum on his side, Allgaier might want to watch his back.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to see. And, I mean, obviously, Allgaier can go on a tear and win everything from here to the end of the season as well. But it is going to be fun to watch how that shakes out. And who knows, maybe a surprise player. I mean, you get hot, especially first run through that chase. It's a whole different story.
Yeah.
I mean, also, this close to the cutoff there for the chase, I mean, do you push that car as hard as you can, or do you just kind of, don't put that much onto the car, let the cars kind of have an easier weekend, and because you're solidly locked in at this point, nobody is going to knock you out of the chase in any way, shape, or form.
No. Yeah, that's right. A good point. That's a very good point. He, clearly knows and has known for a while he's in. So
the top 8's locked in right now too. So
well, we'll discuss that bubble battle. It is, that bubble battle is tight. Raja did nearly, you could say, all he could with that second place finish, a career best finish for Rod. Shout out there, and did all he could for the points, but still finds himself 15 out. 15, and then we got 2 guys in by 1, 2 guys out by 1. It's really tight.
Man. All that could just get changed in one race.
Yeah. Well, not to mention the race is Daytona.
Yeah.
So a lot of things can happen. I think y'all know Raj is my guy, and I want him in, man, but it's going to be an uphill battle, I think, to make up 15 without a little bit of help. But, he's a good plate racer, so I don't know. But, man, the rest of them, they're so close. Oh, my gosh. One either way. 2 guys are tied at 450 points. It's crazy. Dude, it's wild. So it's – and the other thing that's, again, unique back this year back to the old days really is you've got guys right there who have wins that are right on it. Taylor Gray is one out right now, and he has a win, and then William Swallich has a win, and he's just barely in. I mean, it's wild.
Yeah, super interesting. Going to be super fun to watch that bubble battle in itself, if you will, over the next one race for them, Daytona in 2 weeks. And yeah, I'm with you, Sean. I mean, I think Raj, he's going to have help us, and somebody's going to have problems. Not to wish that on anyone, but I think that's what it's going to take. As all those guys run strong, so it's going to be fun.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing I love right now about what we're doing with the new format, man. Like, I found myself so much more invested in watching, like with Raja, pulling for him to try to get in, and watching, like, just not that, but watching the guys around him in the points and seeing, like, where is he at versus them. Where it adds so much more of a dimension to the race, man.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. We'll give a massive shout out to our friends at Alpha Prime Racing. Brennan Poole brought number 44 home in 10th. Big top 10 for them.
Top 10.
Yep.
Awesome to see.
Yeah, I was stoked on that, man.
Yeah, very good run for that crew. Shout out Nick Sanchez and that Peterson Racing car. 6th place, a good run for them as well. Peterson Racing's best finish in team history there for them. So Sanchez took it over there and really showing what he can do and bringing that little team up. And I mean, you hate the green kid lost the ride, but hey, Nick's proven he belongs somewhere, in my opinion.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to bring up from the race was like something that particularly caught my attention was in stage 2, towards the end of stage 2. Just that race up front between Allgaier and Sheldon Creed. Just watching two guys that are just like kind of like veterans of the series at this point, man. Just going at it and like the racecraft that you were seeing between those two. That was awesome. I was watching on delay and I was talking to Sean. And I messaged him. I was like, I could just watch these two race all day, man. I mean, it was like respectful to each other, but still just going at it, and that was awesome.
Yeah, I agree. That was really good stuff. Just clean, good, hard racing. Just two dudes battling, knowing how to take care of each other and themselves, and battling it out. It was fun. And those cars allow for that so much more than the Cup car. Speaking back to these O'Reilly cars.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fix there is, clearly, but
yeah.
But I mean, as we said, the O'Reilly series, the most entertaining week in and week out NASCAR series, at least, if not overall series, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think most people would agree with that at this point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it's the lack of Fords that helps.
That's what it is. Sometimes I still get tickled. We made Sean suffer through an all Ford race one time.
Just so people know, I held 2 Chevy diecast through it. I'd have wore a Toyota necklace if I could have anything.
Oh gosh. But yeah, fun one for the O'Reilly series at Iowa. I love this Iowa track.
Me too, man. I don't want them to repave it, dude.
I'm okay with it. They should have done it when they did 40% of it or whatever they done. They should have just pulled the plug then. But I think it'll be fast for a few years. Not that it's not fast right now, but it'll be fun to watch that progression and watch it age after this. So pull the trigger. Let's do it. Big renovations coming, sound like $20 million stuff. They're getting a 4th of July date out there in Iowa. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have Iowa picked out to be the 4th of July date. I was a little surprised. I'm not saying I'm against it or anything. I just was like, whoa, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I hope they run at night. I mean, that's the thing for me that weekend is I think it's important to run. Just for every reason, it's important to run a night race because you can do fireworks right after and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think so. I hope. I mean, they did the Road America out there in Wisconsin 4th of July, and it really sold well, and people made a big time of it, kind of in the heartland, the middle of America there. I feel like that had maybe a play to do with that decision. I don't know that, but just because that did really well, I think it'll be fun to see. It's kind of like I said, the heartland there. You can play on that gimmick for the 4th of July, and I agree 100%. Do it at night and lead that into for the people there, fireworks and whatever else you got going on. But it's cool to see how that shakes out next year for sure. Yeah. But we'll move into the Cup Series, the Iowa Corn 350, where we saw Mr. Ty Gibbs capture his second career Cup win, second win of the season. Crew Chief Tyler Allen made a clutch 2-tire call on lap 290. Got Gibbs out front, laid down an impeccable green flag run to hold off Bell for the final 60 laps.
I cannot believe that some idiot NASCAR commentators would ever say that this talented, gifted young driver would never win another race.
Well, hold on. If people want to, I usually come to these with no notes because I like to call it in the ring the way George South like it. But here's the thing. I got a little note with me this week, and if you find listeners, watchers would like to go back to the April 28th episode of this fine show, at the 33-minute and 43-second mark, there's one of our hosts says, "I'm going to stand 10 toes down and say Ty Gibbs never wins another race." So I'm worried about Size's feet. So how you doing, Si?
I do got diabetes. So.
And if I remember correctly, on said show, only Matt was like, "You people are crazy."
Yeah, I remember it well.
Man, look, here's the thing. We can like it, we can hate it, we can do all the things. But at the end of the day, we know how talented he is. We saw it in the then Xfinity Series. I know Matt and I had conversations in the past, kind of like what we just talked about with Carson, that when Ty got that first win, we know that volcano could explode because he is very good. Now, is he my favorite driver? No. And I'm gonna give Size heck about him all day long. but man, we know it's coming. And y'all, he who had on their radar about 6 weeks ago or so that Ty was going to be second in points.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a situation. I mean, he's a contender in my opinion.
I mean, it really is scary looking at championship potential with where he has placed himself in points by just having a consistently good season. And I mean, even if he didn't win the race, he has still just been consistently good all season. He's placed, kept the car in the top 10 quite a bit. And unfortunately, he did win another race.
No, but besides, you're right. I mean, this point system is, rewards consistency. And and you're right. He is consistent week in and week out. And he doesn't have to win 10 races to get it done under this format. He may win 10. I don't know. But, I mean, just those 2 wins plus the consistency. And look where he is.
How many more short tracks we got? Because that seems to be his place. You got Richmond coming up. Bristol one more time. Martinsville.
Well, I don't know. I don't know though, man. He's been consistent at all sorts of different tracks, and we know how he. I mean, we don't have any more road courses left, but he's very good there too. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's definitely.
Can we put Corey Haim in some more races? Maybe he'll just win them.
Yeah, I think we're only at the beginning of the Ty Gibbs win list personally.
All right,
very early stages.
Is Ty Gibbs going to win another race?
Maybe even this season at this point.
I would say it's highly possible this season.
I'd say Ty Gibbs wins another race before I lose a toe.
I hope he wins a lot of races for you.
My God.
Okay. Oh.
Well, that took a turn. We will also speak of Christopher Bell, who arguably had the fastest car there at the end, could not make the pass, however. We get to ties the bumper, we get loose, and ends up with his 7th second-place finish of the year. 7 runner-ups, no victories. That is the situation.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride there, unfortunately. But it's looked like it so many times. You think Bell's going to get that win, the first win of the season for him, and just hasn't happened. But again, consistency that keeps you trucking with the new point system.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, and we've seen this before, right? I mean, it's like he's Sheldon Bell right now. Sheldon Creed was how many? I forget how many second places he had there forever before he finally got another win. So Bell's time's coming, man. It'll fall his way eventually. But like you said, Size, that consistency makes a big difference regardless.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, I mean Bell, what's that in 16 points? He's had solid year despite, and I mean I heard him mention it somewhere, but even if 1 to 2 of those would have been wins with those extra bonus points, he'd be setting the point situation would be a whole lot looking different. But obviously that's what ifs, but it is interesting. But I mean, yeah, so people upset about Bell not being able to make the pass with the car situation, which I agree. Obviously the cars need work, but also he had every opportunity as much as anybody else. He couldn't get it done at the end. Ty held that line, held it down, so I don't know what else you can ask for.
You always move them out of the way. That's what you got a bumper for.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I mean, it's really similar to how when we watch Corey Haim win at Rickyard, right? I mean, people complain you can't pass, but you still got to execute perfectly. Yeah. And Ty Gibb almost under more pressure than that situation was because Bell was right there and just couldn't run up the side of him, man.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Speak on Ryan Blaney. Started on the pole one, stage 1 early. It looked like it was Blaney's day. It looked like he was going to be lights out, untouchable, but ended up falling back through the field, having a situation. Still ended up third, a great run, but just looked like for a minute he was going to be wildly the car to beat, but not to be.
It seemed like the second half of the race, that car wasn't quite what it was the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like stage 1, Penske, him and Joey both looked like there was going to be a big Ford day, as we here at the High, Wide, and Handsome podcast had predicted. But ended up being them dang Yodas.
Yeah, we were way off on our Ford, especially Jeff and I on the RFK side. My goodness.
Man, what a horrible weekend for RFK. I mean, the crazy thing, though, is that Buescher finished on no gas and without pitting, man. That was insane. And I saw somebody saying, and I have to wonder, is Ross kicking himself for not pitting? Could he have made it on gas? Because he had that lead there.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, we'll speak on Ross. First time all season, Ross in contention, in the top 5 all day. They stayed out late, ended up costing them back to 7th. But, I mean, that was a top 5, if not top 3 car all day long. Yeah. So good to see Ross back up to form. Hopefully that's turning on the season. And Connor Zillage, we've talked about his horrible year. Trackhouse maybe getting turned around, so he brought it home 11th. His best run of the year. SVG, however, not so much at this track, but
I don't know if there's anybody in the world that needed a 11th place finish more than Connor, man. And he ran better than that a lot of the day too. So I was like, okay, this is the glimpses of what we've been waiting on. So hopefully both he and Ross are turning the corner a little bit.
Yeah, most of the day Connor was in the top 10, or like right around the 10th place. He was switching place. I noticed he was kind of back there fighting with Zane Smith a lot for a 10th place. But still a great finish for him, man.
Yeah, definitely so.
Josh Berry looked really good yesterday.
Yeah, Barry, he ran great at this track last year, showed back up, proving he likes that corn because Iowa is a place that he can perform well at. Ended up with another 4th place run. I mean, that's how you do it when you're looking for a job. Barry's pretty openly said he ain't got nothing lined up for next season, trying to let it fall, but hope something can get worked out there. But yeah, I thought it was great to see that for the Wood brothers and for Barry. They both really needed that good run.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And a good run for a man who's not looking for a job because he's probably going to be running an entire race team in the next 5 years. Austin Dillon warming up for his big race here in Richmond this week.
Man, he really is. We heard it all day. This track kind of like Richmond. We saw Austin with a pretty good run. You better watch next week because I think that 3 car is going to be pretty quick.
Yep.
For whatever reason, I don't know.
Throughout, I mean, all of our racing fandom, though, there's always been that people who do that, right? Like, it was like Kyle Petty at Rockingham, or even where's Eric Jones, Darlington? I mean, it's just, dude, it's unexplainable. But I'm telling you, Austin next week will look like a championship contender. I guarantee it.
And even we just talked Barry here at Iowa. That may be his place of that. He's every time showed up in top 5 there. It is interesting though that just certain tracks can hit so hard for a driver, if you will.
Well, you know the memes that go around every year that, like, they say it's like getting close to Christmas, they're thawing out Michael Bublé. I feel like that was the same thing we saw yesterday. He was just getting thawed out.
Yes.
You could hear Mariah Carey sort of coming out of Austin's cars.
Richard Childress just dancing, man.
All I want is Richmond.
Oh gosh.
Oh Lord! So I mean, we can skip over even mentioning HMS if you want. I don't know if I want. Oh brother, I'm telling you, it's hard times there on Papa Joe Hendrick Boulevard. Let me tell you.
Yeah, we saw Larson make what would have been really a 3-wide move, end up turning into a 4-wide situation. Everyone not knowing there, and we saw the big crunch that bit Bowman and Larson. Chase Elliott with up and down day. They tried some things and glimpses of some runs, but not that great either. Just more trouble though. Thought we might be seeing that ship turn around, but I don't know now.
Man, so Chase, they look like Allen had made a brilliant move, leaving him out there and doing all that, and then they just jacked it up in the pits. And then I don't even know how to explain Larson's season. Like I told Jeff earlier, I am convinced he made some like terrible deal to beat Denny for that championship last year. But I mean, and salute to him for doing it if that's what happened. But I mean, I don't know if he sold his racing soul. I don't know what he did, but dude, he cannot come out ahead no matter how hard he tries. It's rough, man.
Yeah, no doubt. And the best
Willie
of the bunch, Byron. Yeah, I was about to say Byron, pretty solid all day. Ended up 9th. Not as good as last year this track, clearly, but solid day for the 24 for sure.
Hey, he hard launched his new girlfriend last week online, and now he's running better. I mean, I think it's all things looking good for Willie B right now.
Bricked up for Byron.
That's right. Where's that shirt, Sean?
Yes.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Hamlin hangs on to the points lead by 103 points. Hamlin get a pretty good lead there again, but it's new second, as we talked about, Ty Gibbs. That's the shocker. I don't think anyone had that. But the bubble battle, if you will, the cut line getting tight with only 3 races to go on the Cup side. Priest out by 29. Ross Chastain out by 47. Brad out by 48.
I don't think we can move on, Matt, without briefly mentioning Tyler Reddick. Man, bro, speaking of the points, he's now 4th.
Yeah, 4th.
Dude, talk about the tale of 2 seasons he's had, man.
Yeah.
It's rough to watch.
I mean, we mentioned Allgaier having a little bit of a fall off, but Tyler's fall off is, later part of the season. It's just, I mean, he didn't even make it through one stage of racing this weekend.
Yeah. He didn't even make it through 5 laps. I don't think. Like 4th, 4. I felt bad for Eric Jones, man.
Yeah, he's fighting for that bubble spot and just gets wiped out. No fault of his own at all. I mean, just cruising along, and Tyler's right up into him.
Yeah, I think that pretty much ended their chance at getting in the chase. Barring, something absolutely crazy that happened to a bunch of guys, I guess, but that seems unlikely. Yeah. Reddick just, I don't know what the from spring to summer was night and day for that 45 bunch.
But, again, we've talked about it before. You'll see that, man. If somebody gets on a run, and we've heard it said for years, you got to peak at the right time. And, I'm hoping that something clicks and heading into September that something happens there and that team pulls it back together. But it definitely ain't looking like it was there in the beginning of the year.
Yeah. We saw it in the 2000, the COVID year. Denny and Harvick were just hot right there during late spring, early summer, throughout summer, and then neither one of them walked home with the championship.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they can get that turned around, for sure.
Speaking of 2311, man, Bubba Wallace at times looked really fast yesterday. Yeah. There were times where I was thinking that he might have a shot at winning the race. That pit penalty really kind of took him out of it, though.
Yeah, drove up all the way to the front of the field leading. It looked like he, like you said, was the car to beat for a bit. Ended up with a speeding penalty and, got back up through the field to ended up 12th, but...
Yeah.
Which is, solid enough, but it looked like at one point they were going to be. But after you got back in traffic, look at Blaney, look at Joey, anybody really, after you got back pretty deep in traffic, it was very hard to get back up through there.
Yeah.
Early in the race, him and Denny both just passed so many cars to get up to the front there. I don't know if it was just, fresh on the race, fresh tires, fresh engines, fresh everything, and you could pass a little bit better, but they passed a ton of guys.
Yeah. It seemed like, and even that first run for them, you could make a run up into about the top 15, maybe the top 10, and it got kind of stalled from there, which maybe at that point you wore your stuff out. But I don't know. We saw some guys, like you said there, have runs up and look like they were coming back and then kind of stall. It's just a tough track to pass in general. And then certainly with the Cup package right now, we saw it as even in between 1 and 2, Bell and Ty, we saw just how hard it can be to pass. So. But as we just said a minute ago, I do like this Iowa track. I'm glad this has become a regular on the schedule. This track was, from my understanding, very close to being sold and gone away not long ago, and quite a revitalization. We will look quickly before we move on at our High, Wide, and Handsome Fantasy League. I'll take my little victory lap again. Another weekly win for me and held on to the points lead. Now sitting crew chief Kendall, my dad sitting in second, Sean hanging on to third, Jeff fourth, Size bringing up the rear there in fifth as we roll towards the chase on that. Could be a game changer. We'll get all of our drivers back. If you play along with this, you get numbered times and you get them back for, half of that for 5 times for the chase. So it's going to be fun to see how it shakes out. Love playing our fantasy.
Man, my big mistake this weekend was taking Kyle Larson.
Man, I've tried to use my last Kyle Larson use like 7 times now, and he ends up on the bench before it's over. So I think I've still got him.
I think I do too, for the same reason. I've ended up benching him so many times, which is wild, really. Yeah.
My biggest mistake was trusting you Blue Oval fanboys and starting Kozlowski and Busher.
Maybe that was the whole point. We warped you right.
Man, I do have one Denny use left. I've been saving him for the upcoming week.
Oh, yeah.
So,
that's a good call. I don't think I have a Denny. I wish I did, though, for Richmond for sure.
And oddly, I'd have to look. I think I'm either one or out of Ty Gibbs uses. I've used him a lot this year.
I don't have many, if any, maybe actually two. Yeah. And as we've talked about here, Sean, you and I pick very similar so many times. So it's funny.
No, dude. Same. It's winding down. I'll be glad for that little reset soon to have some guys back and kind of see what we can do in the run there to the end.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Definitely check out the NASCAR Fantasy, and we've said before we'll try to do it like a fan league next year, see if anybody wants in to play with us.
Absolutely.
All right, anything else from the NASCAR world before we end the lead lap, gentlemen?
Can't think of anything.
I'm sure there's something else that we'll think of, but that's just how it be sometimes. Yeah, fun weekend in Iowa. We roll towards Richmond, the Truck Series and the Cup Series. It's going to be fun to see what the excitement track will bring. We'll find out next week on the lead lap. That moves us beyond the banking, where we look around at other major motorsports, and this week it's all about the IndyCar series up in Portland for the only Bulls Grand Prix, where we saw Alex Palou put on an absolute clinic, secure his 6th win of the 2026 season, controlled the pace just constantly laying down sub 61 second laps on hard tires. No one else could even come close to matching it. I mean, we've saw some dominating Palou wins, but this may be the most dominating Palou win. This was wild and quite impressive, I have to say.
Yeah, this one felt like one of those ones where it's like you can make the argument that Palou's not dominant and that the other guys have a chance. But if you just showed somebody this race, it's like, okay, it's just Palou, and then everybody else racing behind him.
Dude, yeah. I mean, he was clearly in a class of his own. It was really, really wild. Yeah, congratulations, Palou. And I mean, pretty much locked down his championship with that win as well. Like, it's not completely mathematically locked, but it pretty much is locked.
Yeah, I don't see a path for Kirkwood or anybody else to get past him at this point.
No, it would take, I mean, miracle situation, I guess, but it's just very unlikely.
Yeah.
Championships won the way they should be.
Weeks early in Portland, Oregon.
That's right.
With the ARCA series.
Darn right.
The ARCA West series companion race. I love that the ARCA West companion race with IndyCar this weekend. I thought that was fun, actually. Anyway, back to IndyCar. Felix Rosenquist grabbed the 2nd place as he is looking for a job. That's I guess the way to go about that is to go out and get you a podium. Will Power rounding out 3rd place. Power, though, looked like he might have had 2nd at one point, missed the final pit entries. He was pressing his radio button and then when the team called him in. That's oddly seems like a very Will Power moment to me for some reason. But
I was gonna say, who could imagine Will Power messing up by talking too much?
I know. It's so good. I think he might have had 2nd, though, had not that I hadn't got him behind. Powers had a good little year at Andretti. I think it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree, man. That's my dude, man. So always happy to see him running well.
Yeah, no doubt. Got to talk about Renus VK. He showed up there on Saturday in that new purple AM/PM livery on the car and that new fire suit, and very quickly the internet realized that he looked a little bit like Waluigi of the Mario thing, and VK, he leaned full into it, showed up on Sunday with a Waluigi hat on, so I thought that was a pretty cool moment.
So if he's Waluigi, who's Wario?
Oh, that is a good question. Something to have to think about. Oh, goodness. Thought that was pretty cool, though. Pretty funny. And funny, I'm glad they leaned into it. That was cool.
I think Wario may be in the companion race series. I think it might be that old Alex Chubb guy, shaving beard, getting a mustache.
Yes. That's my dude.
Yeah.
Oh, what a tag team that would be.
Book them for Bristol.
Yes. Oh, good stuff there. We'll give a big shout out to Christian Lundgaard. Also, another looking for a job. He sliced to the field, gained 15 positions after starting last on the field, so shout out there. But
Hey, how crazy is it to say that Christian Lundgaard and Felix Rosenqvist looking for jobs?
dude,
As
I
good as they
know.
are.
Talk about silly season. The IndyCar silly season is wide open and quite wild. I don't really know how it's going to play out. You're hearing a lot of rumors, and somebody's going to get left out. That's the bottom line about it. We're going to see a pretty big name without a home, I think, is what's going to end up, and that's going to be really wild.
Yeah. Hard to say, man. It really is.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be interesting. Pretty fun little race there at Portland, though. I mean, obviously, the Palou dominance, it was not entertaining on that front, but if you look at it from that sheer masterclass performance, it's kind of cool to watch. And I mean, the Portland track, it is a very technical track. It's kind of what's going to happen here is usually in any situation, Palou being the most probably dominant example of that situation, but it's just kind of how that track is. I don't hate it, though. I like that little track. As we'll talk about in a bit, ARCA West put on quite the show there. A very entertaining race on that front. So, cool track at Portland.
Absolutely, man.
Well, we got quite a bit of IndyCar racing. I think like 6 races over the next 5 weeks for that series. It's going to be fun watching them close out the year.
Yeah. We still got that big America 250 race coming up.
Yeah, that we do. That we most certainly do.
Hey, did y'all see that same weekend they're running the series that Kurt Busch and Jeff Gordon run in all the time? I thought that was pretty cool. I don't remember what it's called. Is it IROC? Is that what it's called? It is
IROC. That is what IROC currently is branded as, with plans to shift that into something else forward, from what I gather. But yeah, fun little historic series. But they are doing a race there. Those guys have been pretty racy anytime they've showed up, so that'll probably be pretty fun to watch, actually.
It will be. It will be.
Call Kurt dropping near 200 miles an hour in Le Mans. He may go plumb wild up in the DC.
You don't care, man.
Kurt ain't messing around in an exhibition race, but he's on it.
That's right. But yeah, a lot of good stuff coming up for IndyCars to close out the year. But that's going to wrap this week's Beyond the Banking. That puts us on the Bullring Report, where we look at short tracking, dirt tracking, all that good stuff. And we'll start with the ARCA series. The Bain series was in Iowa with NASCAR. We saw the birthday boy, Tristan McKee, turned 16, celebrated with a pole, the fastest lap, and led 125 laps to take home a huge victory in Iowa. Keith's Pinnacle Racing Group teammate Carson Brown right behind him in second. A big 1-2 punch for those guys. McKee's win. He enters now as a 2-point lead over Max Reeves in the East standings. And their finale coming up soon in Bristol on the east side of that. On the main point side, Jake Bowman with his third extended his points lead. But a huge win for Tristan. We know he's making his truck debut actually this coming weekend at Richmond. So,
I mean, I'm sure I knew as soon as that boy turned 16, somebody's going to throw him in a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bound to happen.
Didn't take long.
No, not at all.
Week out.
I think he might do all right. I mean, we'll see. But I think he's got a great future in the sport, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Me too. And second place, Carson Brown's made his. We didn't talk about it over in the O'Reilly side. Made his debut. Had a really solid day going. At one point, he was up and working on the top 15 and got collected in a crash. So we've talked about so many times these youngins, if you will. But man, there's so much talent coming up through the lower series right now. It's crazy.
It really is, man.
And on the West Coast side of things, ARCA West, as we talked about, companion race with the IndyCar and Indy NXT for that matter. But this one, man, I don't know if y'all saw this, but this was the last lap of this thing was absolutely nuts. Mason Massey was running in fourth place when the white flag wave somehow ended up in victory lane. We saw Sam Corey and pole sitter Ethan Tovo. They were beating and banging each other for the lead. Tovo bumped Corey into turn 1. They rubbed doors, so Tovo bumped him again. Turn 5 sent them both out the way. Kyle Steckley inherited the lead. Looked like he was going to have it, just had to hit his marks, but right on the very last corner, got his right side tires off in the grass to open up the door for Mason Massey to sneak by on the front stretch for a big win. So from 4th to 1st on a road course in 1 lap is for the win. It was wild. Go back and watch that last lap if you haven't, because it is certainly a fun one to see.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I haven't checked this one out yet. I'm going to have to go back and watch at least the highlights of this one, man.
Yes, that last bit's really fun to see. Shout out to Haley Deegan, ended up a 3rd, her first podium of the season, but it was her 35th career ARCA start that broke the record for the most starts by a female driver in ARCA series history.
Very cool.
Sweet.
So yeah, good to see that, and cool to do it with a podium finish for Haley. So if there, but yeah, fun little weekend of ARCA racing across the country. We'll stick on the asphalt and move to the Cars Tour at Hickory for their big one, the Cars Tour Throwback Classic. Man, so many awesome throwback paint schemes of this one. They know how to do throwbacks right down there. Love seeing these every year, and there was many good ones as well. And the racing didn't let down either, although rain certainly was a damper. I mean, this race was 6-8 hours delayed. They end up finishing the whole shebang well after 2 a.m. And I think that just put everybody on edge, because both of these races were nuts, maybe not in a good way at times. Kind of a crash fest. We'll start with the pro late models. Absolute war of attrition from the drop of the green flag. A massive stack up happened before they even got into turn 1. Took out a bunch of cars right out the gate. Things got wilder. At least saw Brody Gunner basically run over Rodney Dallas. They rode his car all the way around, but TJ DeCare, he just stayed out of the mess, ran a smooth race through I don't know how many cautions and delays, but he was just not to be beat in the BLM class. Had that throwback to Mike Garvey. But that one was a wild one. We saw a lot of big names took out immediately, and just caution after caution. That race seemed like it took forever. It did take forever. It didn't seem like it. It literally did take forever. Especially being so late at night, which I wasn't watching live, but you know, that feeling when you're there, like, oh my God, another caution. But there was a lot in that one. It was a good race as well. But the main show, the late model stock. Now this one, a bit of a different story. Started off heavy hitting door-to-door battle between stars Corey Heim and Caden Honeycutt. Man, these two were going absolutely at it. I was drooling watching this battle, to be honest with you. They battled out hard until Heim ended up in a bit of a situation, spun, got some damage. Honeycutt as well got some damage.
Yeah, Heim was going for that, man, and he just too deep in that corner, I guess, man. Spun him right around, spun himself around, really.
Yeah, got just spun up and got into the wall. Done night for him, and we saw Honeycutt. He battled back, ended up 15 laps to go in a battle between him, Honeycutt, Lee Poyam, and Trayton Lapsovich, 3 wide for the lead, and that aggressive move ended in tears for Honeycutt as he took himself out as well. He had a couple in both races, a really cool, not a Kyle Busch throwback, but a Kyle and Samantha Busch Fund of Joy scheme. Both of those really nice. Wanted to shout those out for sure. But final restart, Matt Gold took the lead, just ripped the top lane past Lapsovich, pulled away by 2 seconds to claim his first ever Cars Tour victory. So, a big, huge first win there for Matt Gold and that Nice organization. Had Connor Hall's going to do some racing, but as his crew chief via iPhone, by FaceTime, they had them set up there in Victory Lane. It was kind of funny to watch.
I saw that.
Cool one at Hickory.
Hey, you're going to get your first one to do it, man. The throwback weekend at Hickory. That's
dude. Yeah. Much like Carson Guapo at Indy a few weeks ago. If you're going to get a bit first one, might as well do a big. And
yeah,
Matt Gold certainly did it for Nice. But yeah, fun weekend. I love that throwback race. I hate the rain caused such delay. I think it kind of dampened a little bit of this, but the race is still awesome. It was still a decent crowd left by the time I went, but it was so late. Like I said, after 2 a.m. finishing, just a tough situation for everyone when it goes like that.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see that. I love that they do that and that those cars teams lean into that and go hard on the special schemes and do those wraps. Like nobody really has to do that, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like I know, like over in the NASCAR side of things, they kind of backed off on the throwback and said, people were tired of it and stuff. I think that's not true at all. I mean, it gets you excited. You could run schemes that people have already threw back to, and it don't even matter. It gets you excited. It's something different. It's cool. If you're somebody that loves going back and watching old races and like love the history of the sport, that just gets you pumped up, man. It adds a lot of excitement to any race. So I mean, that's really cool that they still do that.
Yeah, I like it as well. And I mean, they do have a little more lenient, certainly on sponsor situation, things to do more. I do understand that, but just like you said, just glad that the car store still does that. And Hickory, perfect place for that. I mean, they used to be literally like Cup tracks. I mean, famed track all around. Really cool stuff. We'll move from there on to the dirt. We'll start with the World of Outlaws. They had a show at the I-55 Speedway where we saw Chris Windham finally get his first career World of Outlaws victory in that NOS Energy number 18. Led early, had to survive heavy lap traffic in the closing stages, but successfully held off hard chargers from Kelby Walt and David Gravel. So he was quite emotional winning from Canton, Illinois. His fiance, of course, Georgia Henneberry, as you know, over on the IndyCar broadcast side. But they're both from that region, so kind of a bit of a home track win there for his first win on Friday night. Pretty cool.
Yeah, you love to see it, man.
But Saturday night, it was all Logan, the hardest name to say in racing, Logan Schuchart. Yes, Logan Schuchart put on a clinic, letting take the lead on lap 1, going flag to flag for grueling 55-lap main event, second career Ironman 55 win for Logan. I'll give massive props to Buddy Kofoid, last year's winner. He put on the drive of the night, coming from 18th all the way up to 2nd, slicing through that field. Did see Logan get into the lap car of Danny Dreekert at one point, sending him flipping. A little bit of controversy there as well. But, fumbling at I-55 for the Outlaws. Sticking to the sprint cars, it is the first weekend of the Knoxville Nationals. It was the 360 Nationals and the Capitani Classic in Iowa. Big race weekend in the state of Iowa, certainly. On Saturday at the 360 Nationals, Ryan Timms made history by that Saturday win, brought home $35,000, survived heavy lap traffic, pulled away for a very popular victory in record time. Sunday, Larson had a bad day at the Iowa Speedway. He left there and got dirty as Kyle Larson pulls off an incredible double duty day on Sunday. Ran that cup race and headed on down to Knoxville to race in the 14th Capitani Classic. Tracked down pole sitter David Gravel through slower traffic, took the lead on lap 17, and ultimately held off Rico Abreu after a late restart to win the $13,000 feature. Larson's second career victory in the Cappy.
Did you hear him after the race?
No, actually.
He was kind of throwing a little bit of shade at the lower series of sprint and said it was good to be in a car with some horsepower. And I felt like he was also talking maybe about the car that he had drove earlier in the day as well, without saying it. And I am getting more and more convinced that Kyle Larson hates driving NASCAR and he really just wants to drive sprint cars.
I don't know. Kyle Larson's ever really liked driving NASCAR. He got in trouble at one point for saying Eldora was more important than the Daytona 500 or something. That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Kyle Larson's wife and children very much like the NASCAR races more than the dirt track sprint car stuff. Pays quite a bit better, but yeah, I think Kyle looks at that as a way to fund his dirt adventures.
Yeah, I could see Larson, as we talked about, I think, last week, a couple weeks ago. I mean, I could see him checking out and just going back to dirt at some point. I mean, not super late in his career. It's going to be interesting. But more to come in Knoxville, certainly. The 410 Knoxville Nationals next weekend, the big one. So definitely we'll be back to talk about that next week in the Bullring Report. But we got to get to now the race of the weekend, maybe the race of the year, certainly on the dirt late model side, but maybe on anything. Really, the whole race weekend in Florence, Kentucky is now a bucket list track for me. I got to get up there because this thing is putting on a show this time, the North-South 100.
My God.
Pretty much every prelim race ended in a photo finish leading up to it. We saw a car flip, go through the out of the park through a billboard on the prelim nights. We saw two cars somehow get hooked together and just flip over top of each other, double roll over. It was just a wild week, but the racing, oh my goodness. Literally every time it was on track, we got photo finishes. And then all leading to the big one, the North-South 100. Just great. It started out with basically a they were calling there the Daytona crash, 15 car pile up right out the gate. We saw cars flying over top of each other. Brandon Shepard's car launched in the air. He landed on top of Mike Marlar. Max Blair up in the air came to rest on top of Shannon Babe. Bobby Pierce drove underneath about 10 cars, tore his junk all to pieces. Like, it was wild. It looked like the big one at a super speedway NASCAR event.
Man, my first thought when I saw that, I was like, how are they going to get these cars unhooked to even continue the race? So, like, just the way they were stacked on top of each other, it was like, you just don't see that. It was crazy, man.
It took a while.
Yeah.
It did lit the red flag, but I mean, understandably so. Like, it was complete carnage. Something you just don't see in dirt.
Well, they found a way to beat Bobby Pierce.
They did. They found a way to beat Bobby Pierce for sure. Man. But then it came down to the final laps, an absolute slugfest between Jonathan Davenport and hometown hero Josh Rice. Rice charged from fourth place to catch Davenport. The duo raced the white flag. Rice took the lead off turn 4, lost it after smacking the wall between turns 3 and 4 in the final lap. And the dash remove drove back underneath Davenport. Davenport got in the wall and ended up with a photo finish victory. Rice from Crittenden, Kentucky. He started his career there at that Florence track. His whole career come from open wheel modifieds there, now racing in the big time Lucas Oil Late Model Series. First win and the North-South 100, $75,000 payday in front of his hometown. And I'm telling you, this is what really sealed the deal this weekend. I've never saw anything like this at maybe any track, but certainly on a dirt track. No one left. Everyone there was so pumped for their hometown hero. No one left. We had fans literally climbing the catch fits, hanging off the catch fits like they were going absolutely nuts. I've never saw anything like it. Like all around the track, it was awesome. It was so cool. Like, I thought they were going to storm the track like you see at a football game. I don't know that they didn't try, and security stopped it, to be honest with you. Like, it was insane.
Oh, it was awesome. I was getting chills. I mean, you could hear and that's not something with those dirt cars and like watching it. A lot of times you can't really hear the crowd because they're so loud and just the way it's filmed. You could hear the crowd anytime that Rice, I mean, like just the pop. And it was, I mean, that was one of those things. I'm telling you, if you know somebody in your life that thinks they don't like racing, or maybe they think they don't like dirt racing, show them this. And I challenge anybody to watch that and not get at least something out of it, because it was amazing.
Dude, it was incredible. The whole weekend, but that whole last sequence and then the reaction after it, like, it was truly just a special sports moment. Like, you see those special moments in sports, and that was one of them. It is worth watching for sure. I mean, I'm like you, it had me emotional just with everything that was going on. It was so awesome, and Josh was so excited. Yeah,
I loved it, dude. Loved it. And I mean, it was crazy. Davenport got spun out and like took a tire down there and was still up there, found his way back, battling for the lead. It was just awesome, man. That was everything that you could love about racing in a race right there.
It was, as they say, absolute cinema, but it really was, man. It was Incredible. Yes, couldn't agree more. So cool to see. Yeah, I want to go to Florence. We need to go to the North-South 100 next year, I believe.
I'm in. Right now, I'm committing. If we go, I'm in.
Streets in Kentucky are paved with mandolins, is what our good friend Size told us.
Paved with mandolin and catered with rice.
Oh, man, good stuff. We'll close out the bull ring, throw out a few more little things. USAC had lots of racing, but Saturday night after the O'Reilly Series race on the big track at Iowa, the Silver Crown cars had an awesome little race. CJ Leary capturing the win there. That was super fun to watch. I love those Silver Crown cars. Willem Modifieds were at Thompson Speedway. Matt Hirschman got a big win there. And the Smart Mods were down just in our backyard at Pulaski Motorsports Park. Jake Crum took home his second win of the season. Held off a very hard-charging Ryan Newman. I thought Ryan Newman was going to get a big win down there. This one was a fun one to watch. But cool stuff from this week's Bullring Report. And that moves us on to the cool down lap. We started at the beginning. Now we're at the end of this thing for another week. Before we move along, of course, we do look back one more time. We'll do our Scheme of the Week segment. You can choose any car from any track, any race that happened over the past week of racing. So we'll jump right into that. Scheme of the Week. Size, we'll start with you.
All right. Well, my scheme of the week was from the O'Reilly series. It was the number 28 Kyle Sieg driven car with the butt face sponsorship on it.
Yes, loved the butt face car. That was so hilarious, actually, is what it was. Good one there. Sean, we'll drop to you.
Man, I've been looking at these Cars Tour cars. There's so many good ones, but I think my favorite is the throwback to Greg Biffle, the number 16, driven by Connor Jones. That thing is absolutely perfect.
Yeah, that was sweet. It looked so good. And Connor Jones' spotter in that race was Greg Biffle's former spotter, so kind of a cool tribute there. Jeff, how about you?
Mine's a 2-for-1 because it's the same guy, two different cars over the weekend. In the O'Reilly series, he drove that Registix car for Junior Motorsports, and it was looked like a war bomber. It was awesome. And then for the Farmers, that Busch Light number 1 is my pick. That car looked amazing, and it looked amazing to finally be running up front again.
Yeah, a couple cool schemes there. I couldn't agree more. I'm going to the Cars Tour as well, to that number 33, driven by Jack Baldwin, the Harry Gant tribute. I think it was Stokes Shoes, the sponsor, but that thing looked perfect. Had Bandit across the back in there. You know I'm going to pop for some Harry Gant.
Man, that entire field looked so good. I mean, I was just looking at some of the others. The Jerky Boys, 88,
yeah.
Gatorade throwback. That I almost pulled that one if it wasn't for Biffle. Man, that was a great one, too.
That's my number 2, actually, also.
The 44, Victory Junction, looking like the Mellow Yellow car. Dude, so many good ones.
Yeah, they brought the heat down there for sure. I had the butt face car on my list as well.
Yeah, that was my runner-up.
I don't even know what it is. Like,
I don't either.
I thought it was just an insult.
I mean, I know what a butt is and I know what a face is. I don't know what a butt face car is.
I had the Meyer Shank Racing Felix Rosencrest, the new Grateful Dead channel car. That scheme was a really fun one too.
Yeah. I also had on my list Daniel Suarez this week had the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation on his car. Good looking scheme. Another helps unfortunate children, or less fortunate, I should say, families. That foundation does. So really like that too. Love anytime there's a crossover like that of really good stuff happening on the cars.
Yeah, absolutely. That was cool.
Yeah, I always love when they run that on the number 7 because growing up in this area when we were younger, before they became the Blue Jays, the Bluefield Appalachian Farm League team was always the Orioles. So, kind of like the Orioles, like Cal Ripken, cool seeing that sponsorship there. Plus all the good things the organization does.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I had couple more. I like that Wood Brothers car with the Master Force tools and Menards. That mix of that green looked like that green from that old Lotus scheme, that tribute that they ran a few years back, mixed with the Menards. I kind of like that. It also looked like my grade school colors at Huff Consolidated School in Hanover, West Virginia.
I wasn't expecting a Huff Consolidated reference in this. Here we are.
Right out the deep.
It is. It's a deep cut.
And as comical as it was, I did think Renus VK's Waluigi AMPM mobile was actually a pretty good looking car. That purple was cool. Fun stuff. We live in a good time for schemes now, that's for sure. Yeah. I mean, obviously with the throwback this week, but every week we get cool stuff, it seems like.
Can't wait for 20 years from now when we get a butt face throwback.
Yes. And we'll be the old man. I remember that stupid car. I love it.
Does the butt face car get a die cast?
I could see a bit of people wanting enough to possibly produce one. We'll see.
Yeah.
So butt face is a skincare product. So that's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's some marketing.
The more you know.
Well, we have Elf and Buttface competing this year in our NASCAR series.
Oh,
well, Sean is wrong, like always.
Oh.
Buttface is a cosmetics thing, but Goliath Novelty Toy Buttface was sponsoring Kyle Sieg at Iowa. So this Buttface is just a giant meat Chester cheeks.
Oh.
It's a giant butt with eyes, and it's a novelty toy.
Okay.
Oh.
Man, that's deeper than Huff Consolidated. Whew, all right then. Well, here we are.
I had to get me a butt face toy.
Maybe that could be the prize for the winner of the fantasy league this year. The butt face cup.
We got to get Kyle Sieg to sign it.
Yes.
I feel like all of this can be arranged. Oh man.
All right, before we wrap, we'll try to predict Air Cup Series winners for Richmond this coming Saturday night.
Matt, you go first this week.
All right, I'll take that. All right, let's jump in. Predict your winner for the Cup Series race at Richmond. I'm going to start it off this week, and I'm going to say finally gets that second place monkey off his back as Christopher Bell gets a win in Richmond. Sean, we'll jump to you.
It's that special time of year. Austin Dillon gets that win in Richmond.
That's who I was going to go with.
AD in Richmond. Sizey got a back up.
Well, I'm going to go with Danny as my backup, I guess.
Hometown hero. That's a good backup, certainly. Jeff, what about you?
I'll take Ryan Blaney. I don't know. I just feel like he's going to. He finished third, so he's going to go out in the second qualifying group. He's going to get a decent qualifying spot, and I think he's going to run well there, man. So I'm picking Blaney.
Yeah, I think that's a fine pick as well. Literally everyone that was just said was on my list here. So, and also Joey Logano had a fifth.
We were talking about short tracks earlier, but we could see two in a row. I
thought about that too.
Yeah, I was so close. Yeah.
Thought about that as well. I mean, I definitely think that'll be quick again. We saw. I mean, they talked all weekend the similarities between the tracks. So hard not to think he's not going to be quick.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think so too. And I think it's going to be. I hope it's a fun race, man. It's even though I know Richmond kind of gets a bad rap in some ways. It's still a lot of fun just to see that track under the lights. I mean, it feels like an event every time, in my opinion.
I'm glad it is Saturday night race. I think that helps. Like you said, no matter what the race is, that helps a little bit and gives it that uniqueness that Richmond always used to have. They did a day race there a time or two the last few years, but I think that's definitely a place we need under the lights.
And hey, we're not getting the O'Reilly race this weekend, but we do get the Truck Series back.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm figuring I'll go ahead and call Sean's scheme of the week for next week.
It's booked, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned.
If y'all, that's a spoiler.
So now that truck race getting pretty stacked. Actually, if you look at the engines, that's gonna be a fun one.
I'm excited, man.
I need Grant to win that race so I can get a diecast.
Yeah,
might.
that would be cool.
It would be. Would be.
All right, that's another one in the books for this High, Wide, and Handsome crew. Definitely check out the High, Wide, and Handsome social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Of course, subscribe right here to the Arson Brothers Network. We'll keep you flowing here with High, Wide, and Handsome, and lots of other shows and videos dropping as well. Arson Brothers Eats, Exploring Appalachia, etc. Got some cool ones coming down the pike, actually. And of course,
we got a little preview today. Matt sent us some pictures of his thrift haul, and if you are into retro, vintage NASCAR collectibles, make sure you're following the Instagram and the TikTok there.
Yeah, for sure. I did have pretty good little haul, some fun stuff. Yeah, we'll be back next week for sure. And we say to you, good night and good luck.